moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes unanimously. I have no legislative report. Education and planning, Mrs. Mays.
Thank you. I move for adoption of resolution number 224 to approve 2 tuition students for the 2016-2017 school year as listed.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And that passes unanimously.
I would like to bundle resolution number 225 and 226. 225 being to grant permission for a research study for dissertation, and 226 to grant permission for a research study for a thesis.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions on the 2 resolutions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously.
I move for adoption of resolution number 227 to approve the Delphi Education Partial Hospitalization Program Agreement.
Moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously.
I move for adoption of resolutions 228 and 229. 228 being to approve the E-Academy Consortium Membership Services Agreement, and 229 being to approve the E-Academy Memorandum of Understanding between the GLSC and GLEA for the 2016-17 school year. So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
I move for adoption of resolution number 230 to approve summer educational grants as listed.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And that passes unanimously.
And I move for adoption of resolution number 231 to approve a revision to the 2015-16 school calendar, and that being to approve the last day of instruction for students will now be Thursday, June 2nd, and Friday, June 3rd will become a teacher in service.
Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? That resolution passes unanimously.
And we had a curriculum committee meeting this afternoon at 5:30 here in the CSC, and the actual next curriculum committee meeting will be on Tuesday, August 16th at 5:30 p.m.
Thank you, Mrs. Thank you, Mrs. Mays. I would like to point out this to the people in the audience, the students and parents. These resolutions that you see that are kind of flying through, we discussed them the week before at the committee of the whole, where it's discussed publicly. I just would like to point that out, because sometimes it seems like we're not in any discussion of these, and we're just passing through. But the week before, we thoroughly discussed these and kind of comments and questions then. We have a lot of them to go through the committees as well. Mrs. Elder?
Thank you. I'd like to combine resolution number 232 and 233, move for their adoption.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes unanimously.
Move for adoption of resolution number 234 to approve fixed grant and donation.
Moved and seconded. Generous money.
Appreciate it. Yes, we appreciate it.
All those in favor, please say aye. That passes unanimously.
I'd like to combine resolution number 235, which is the act appointing the Act 511 tax collectors. Number 236, which is the designation of the bond authorities. Number 237, the authorization to invest funds for 2016-17, and 238, reappointing the school treasurer through June 30th, 2017, and move for their adoption.
Been moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
Move for adoption of resolution number 239, which is the designation of a PEMA agent for the school district. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
Move for adoption of resolution number 240, 2016-2017, insurance related.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
Move for adoption of resolution number 241, 2016-2017, food service and meal pricing.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments?
Yes, again, this is what we talked about last week, when we have to raise the price of lunches because of the federal government, right?
That's right, there's a minimum required to follow annually plugging our numbers. And it sets you may either say that your pricing is within the range, or if it's outside of the range, you're required to adjust accordingly. That's all this is here. And our range was, we were required to increase 0.0 or 8 cents, and we went with round up to 10.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
And finally, I move for adoption of resolution number 242, which is the 2016-2017 general fund proposed final operating budget with the amount of $820,384. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions or comments? Seeing none,
I'd like to really make it clear that Mr. Watson did a lengthy presentation of this last week for members of the board, which of course is available online for anyone who wants to look at it. And there were questions from people who looked at it after the meeting online.
In addition, we've been sharing with the finance committee since January, details related to the budget. So on a monthly basis, we have very detailed and thorough discussions that led up to the presentation last week. So just want to add that as well.
thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes 7-1. We want a roll call for that, please.
Mrs. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Hauser?
Yes.
Dr. Lockland?
Yes.
Mr. Laser?
Yes.
Mr. Bowler?
Yes.
Mr. Music?
No.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mrs. Mays?
Yes. And that passes 7-1.
And I'd like to announce that the next finance committee meeting will be Wednesday, June 1st at 10 a.m. in the administration building. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Elder. Facilities, Operations, and Planning, Mr. Hauser.
I'd like to move for adoption of resolution number 243, which is the medical supplies bid.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
Our next meeting will be May 6th.
Thank you, Mr. Council. For student activities, I'd like to move for the adoption of Resolution 244 that changes the parking fee for next year. It went down from $100 to $80 for the full year and down to $40 for half the year. It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? That passes unanimously. Mr. Mears, if you would update us on the spring sports.
Yeah, we have a very interesting dilemma. It's a good dilemma. You'll notice on there that we've changed sports recognition night from next Wednesday all the way to May 31st. The problem is all our teams are still in the playoffs. So, and one of them's here. Softball beat Bethel Park 10-0 yesterday. Baseball beat North Allegheny 1-0 beat North Allegheny. Volleyball, we just got a text message, just beat Canada McMillan 3-0 over Terry. Boys lacrosse beat Gateway 13-8. Girls lacrosse plays Friday. Baseball beat the Mark. So the bottom line is we won't have any athletes there. So it's and you know, this is everything we talked about with Mrs. Maines, Mr. Hauser, Rhonda, Dr. Laughlin, and Mrs. Swigert, our athletic committees, Mr. Lucasio, of what a facility like this would do slowly for athletics. And I think the coaches are here, a couple of coaches. I think you see far less injuries with our strength coach and our conditioning that goes on year-round. The facilities allow us to practice all the time in a spring like this. And I just think our teams are further ahead. And the last 10 teams that we put have sent to the playoffs, winter and spring, we sent 8. So it's coming. And like I said, that's the reason for the date change is our teams, we're scrambling. Principals and I are flying everywhere because you have to have administrators for defense. But I appreciate their help. But we're covering all over Western Pennsylvania right now. But it's kind of fun because this is what we hoped for. But that's why the date changed, because we're actually winning.
Great problem to have. Community relations, Dr. George is not here, and I have no information over there, so we'll move on to Westmoreland Intermediate Unit, Mrs. Smith.
Yes, the next Westmoreland Intermediate Unit meeting will be on Tuesday, May 24th at 7:30 p.m. at the WM building.
Thank you. Thank you. EWCTC Unit Operating Committee, Mr. Music.
Yes, next WCTC joint operating committee meeting on Wednesday, May 25th, at 7 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Music. Board Policy, Mrs. Elder.
Thank you. The board policy committee will meet on Friday at 9 a.m. at the admin building.
Thank you. Technology, Mr. Palmer.
Thank you, Dr. Laughlin. The meeting minutes from last meeting and May 10th meeting were attached in the monthly report. Thank you.
Thank you. And Superintendent's recommendations.
I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 245, which is the approval of the resignations that are listed.
Okay. Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? And that passes unanimously.
And I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 246, which is the approval of the support personnel appointments classified as listed.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? That passes unanimously.
And I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 247, which is the approval of support personnel appointment supplemental, which is the girls soccer head coach.
So moved. It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? That passes unanimously.
And I'd ask the board to approve resolution number 248, which is the approval of a school psychology intern for the 16-17 school year by the name of Eugene Joe.
Okay.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? That passes unanimously.
And last, I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 249, which is the approval of a sabbatical leave for Kathleen Yanity, a third-grade teacher at Mountain View Elementary School.
So moved. Second. Moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? That passes unanimously.
And just a few dates that are real important for everybody to remember. They're listed, I'm not going to go through all of them, but the senior high awards program and the junior high awards ceremony are Wednesday, May 25th, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, so you can come for the whole day. Another important night is the EWCTC Senior Recognition Night is held here at Greater Latrobe High School in our auditorium on Thursday, May 26th at 7 p.m. All of the seniors are here from Ligonier and area of Latrobe to go through that Senior Recognition Night. In addition, we have the woodshop show on Friday the 27th. Our baccalaureate for our senior class will be held at Trinity Lutheran Church on June 2nd, the day before graduation. And then, of course, we have commencement here Friday, June 3rd, hopefully weather permitting on Rossi Field, if not, in our senior high school auditorium. And last, and the closing of the school is the Ottawa Park and Soap Zone School and Community Picnic, which will be held on Monday, June 13th. Pray for nice weather. And our board meetings in June are the 2nd and 3rd Tuesday, the 14th and the 21st, as is the norm. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's now time for hearing visitors part 2. This is where anyone may come to the podium, state your name and address, and speak to anything that is or isn't on the agenda.
Hello, my name is William Snyder II. I live at 661 Matson Road, Ligonier, and I'm a teacher leader here of the Senior High School Social Studies Department. I'm here to voice my opinion and to offer an idea to all those who are gathered. We're gathered here with the desire to make the best decisions for our students. I'd like to begin with a recommendation for our latest district initiative, Career Pathways. Judging from the casual conversations of my colleagues, this is an initiative that is very worthy of our efforts. I personally applaud the steps taken towards more personally designed curriculum tailored to our students' individual needs. I am one that, before becoming an educator, had a very large variety of real-world experiences. And it's my diverse life experiences that I continually draw upon in the classroom and have enriched my instructional ability. Creating real-world experiences for our students is second to none when offering a top-rate educational experience for our Latrobe students. But I feel that that we have the opportunity before us not only to lead and motivate our students toward rewarding careers, but we are at a moment in history when we can improve upon their educational experience as well as setting the example possibly for our nation to emulate. The recently proposed new elementary school is one idea that needs to be looked at very carefully before making regrettable decisions that cannot be undone. It's my understanding that the Greater Latrobe School Board has done their homework considering this issue. And I have little doubt that this is true. I just offer a view that may not have yet been considered. From simply a historical standpoint, the current Latrobe Elementary School has a storied and illustrious past that needs to be held in high regard. Not only did legendary world-renowned people grace its halls like Arnold Palmer, Fred Rogers, and lesser-known Chester Lee, who not only survived the kamikaze sinking of a destroyer, but went on to help NASA send all manner of spacecraft into the heavens. In addition, an entire generation that suffered through the effects of the Great Depression and earned the esteem of the free world by fighting and dying to break the chains of oppression. Literally thousands of its students served in one capacity or another in World War II. That alone justifies the current generation of Latrobe citizens to do everything in their power, not only to preserve the building, but to utilize this magnificent structure. Our current senior high school building was originally designed to effectively house student populations of the baby boom generation, who for many years graced its halls. Currently, our senior high school educates approximately 1,100 students in grades 10, 11, and 12 combined, and similarly, our junior high houses roughly the same number. Rumors of restructuring have been circulating, but I think that if you would listen to and carefully consider my proposal, we would not only eliminate the need for a new building, but also enhance the educational experience for our students in new and creative ways. The junior high educational concept arose during the post-war years, where students in grades 7, 8, and 9 are grouped together in a junior version of a high school. Many contemporary studies have shown that a middle school's concept, housing grades 6, 7, and 8 together, has not only become more commonly used across the United States, but also creates a better learning environment for students. Since there is adequate room in the senior high to add grade 9 completely, and since many current grade 9 students daily lose some instructional time traveling to classes they have in the high school, it would make good sense to move them there permanently, in my opinion. If the current senior high school building were to house 9, 10, 11, and 12th grades, that would allow for the current Latrobe Elementary building to be converted into a middle school, housing grades 6, 7, and 8 together. The Mountain View and Bagley Elementary Schools could exclusively house grades 3, 4, and 5. The remainder, K, 1st, and 2nd, could then be housed at the current junior high school building, making available a unique and improved educational experience that would take our Career Pathways initiative to a previously unimagined heights. There are few who would disagree that real-world experiences are one of the best educational tools available to students. At Greater Latrobe, we herald such programs like the Young Engineers, Capstone, both as being cutting-edge educational experiences for our students. They offer a greatly enriched experience that's second to none. These types of educational experiences offer something that traditional classrooms cannot, a hands-on approach to learning that has proven very rewarding to our students, which one would assume is behind the Career Pathways initiative. If the district did make these suggested changes, the opportunity arises where senior high students that are planning to enter any number of fields could have their educational experience and real-world experience at Greater Latrobe at once like no other. For example, students could assist the classroom instructors as student assistants in the areas of their career aspirations. Reading, language, mathematics, art, science, technology, etc. would not only receive a hand-on learning experience, but the younger children themselves would benefit from more one-on-one instructional time with student classroom assistants. Imagine senior high students working towards the goal of becoming math teachers, assisting K through 3 students with learning their numbers, basic addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. Imagine senior high students working towards the goal of becoming art teachers, assisting K through 3 students with lessons about the color spectrum or encouraging their creativity. Imagine senior high students working towards the goal of becoming social studies teachers, assisting K through 3 students with basic lessons on our founding fathers or creating classroom activities about countless local heroes that exist. Imagine senior high students working towards the goal of becoming theater arts majors, assisting K through 3 students with plays. Imagine senior high students working towards the goal of becoming scientists or science teachers, assisting K through 3 students with basic experiments. Imagine senior high students working towards the goal of becoming healthcare workers, assisting the school nurse with vision and hearing tests for K through 3 students. There are truly no limits to what we can do for all of our learners in offering real-world opportunities, as well as more individualized instruction for those just beginning their education journey. No other real-world experience that I know of similar to this exists, and once again, Greater Latrobe would be at the forefront as an educational pioneer while serving our students well beyond current expectations. Without a doubt, all would benefit. Since I have experience as teaching,
Mr. Snyder.
okay,
I'm sorry, yeah, we
I have like 3 more sentences.
sure, you're right.
Since I have experience as a teaching instructor at the college level in a methods course, I would be happy to offer my abilities to assist in designing curriculum for those high school students whose goal to enter the teaching profession and develop it. The new curriculum would be part of this real-world experience in addition to instructing the students with applying for and obtaining their clearances, creation of lesson plans, learning about educational standards, and all other aspects involved with becoming a state-certified instructor. We would then provide the opportunity to have students graduate from Latrobe not only with college credits, as we currently do with our full enrollment in APs classes, but also with an unparalleled real-world experience and a career pathway that has the potential to become a national standard while providing benefits to our youngest learners with the intention of one-on-one instruction for their basic developmental needs.
Thank you.
And I'll refer that to the administration, although I would like to say that is my error. in order to allow everybody to speak, it's supposed to be a 5-minute limit, but I did not.
I'm Dr. Joan Lei Lee, and I reside at 1210 Hemingway Drive. I'm a parent of 2 students in the district, and I'm a developmental psychologist and a professor of child development. Since my family moved to this community about 3 years ago, we have felt welcome at work, at school, and in the community. Wherever I travel, I tell people with great pride that we live in the real Mr. Rogers neighborhood. 3 weeks ago, I was greatly surprised to hear from my daughter, an incident of racial and ethnic harassment at the Latrobe Junior High. The bullying targeted a student of Chinese ethnicity, and the offending student was distributing campaign stickers for a national political candidate in the school cafeteria, and directly told the student in question that you are an illegal immigrant, and when blank becomes president, you will be deported. The offending student then repeated this accusation and threat for other students, so some students interpreted the accusation to implicate my daughter, who is an American citizen of Chinese ethnicity. The incident itself has been investigated and verified by the school. The offending student received counseling and no additional disciplinary action. I did not think the handling of the incident is consistent with the spirit of our zero tolerance policy, and at least 2 additional parents have also called school concerning the perceived inconsistency and inequity in the application of the anti-bullying policy in response to this incident. Now, I did really appreciate that Mr. Krellick, Ms. Swigart, and Dr. Sotis met with me very timely regarding the incident. Mr. Krellick proposed to address all junior high students in the world culture classes about tolerance and bullying policy in general, not this incident specifically. He has already done that, and we got students talking, and I thank him for doing so. So in the days following this incident, what really surprised me and what brought me here today were the numerous stories of bullying that parents and members of this community shared with me. I heard from a parent who told me about a child who started here in first grade who loved school since then but became clinically depressed and suicidal, in part due to bullying. I heard from families who felt that they had no choice but to go to cyber school and homeschooling because of persistent bullying. And you can do a pretty simple Google search using words like Latrobe bullying and find individual comments and lengthy discussions of bullying by our students, parents, and members of this community. There are also success stories, like times when building leaders responded quickly and consistently to reports of bullying and put a stop to it, or administration officials like Dr. Sotis, who had served as advocate for students' families during parent-teacher conferences. In all these stories, the children affected do not fall within any one specific category. They were bullied for what they looked like, for their culture and ethnic backgrounds, for having special needs, for their sexual orientation, and in nearly all cases for just being different and not fitting into a mold. As I listened to these stories, as I spoke with our school officials, I realized how easy it is to create and perpetuate a culture of silence over bullying. Children may not speak up out of shame and embarrassment. Parents may not speak up because of a sense of helplessness or fear of retribution. Schools may not speak up for fear of violating students' confidentiality or creating negative publicity. Bullying in a school is by nature a public incident and often has wide-reaching social impact. I am concerned that the current behind-the-scenes and case-by-case response to bullying does not adequately implement the spirit of our district's zero-tolerance policy. And for each incident, if we do not talk publicly about what happened and what was done in response, how do the larger community of students and family understand the impact, the consequence, and prevention of bullying? I'm concerned that the status quo may have contributed to the public perceptions of inconsistency, inequity, and sometimes even indifference when it comes to bullying. Bullying affects children, families, schools, and communities. Schools alone cannot address these challenges. Neither will pointing fingers at any particular staff, children, or families. The question is not whether we can defend or justify existing policies and procedures, but whether our policies and procedures actually match the challenges we face. If we leave this issue unaddressed, we will ultimately undermine and overshadow all the good that is taking place throughout our schools and community. We need a community and school partnership that can work together to make our schools a safe and welcoming place for all students. I am asking the school board to consider appointing a citizen advisory committee on bullying in accordance with the provisions of Board Policy 905. This committee can listen to the voices of our students and families, review current policies and procedures in bullying prevention and response, understand what is working and what can be improved, and then make recommendations to the school board. And I would volunteer my service on such a citizen advisory committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christian Angelo Dominic Caruso. I reside at 502 South Shenandoah Drive, 15650, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. I did not expect to speak tonight, but I would like to thank the board's cooperation for dealing with me, Nevin Weller, Mina Shinuda, and the 340 people who have signed a petition to try to change the parking pass. And I want to thank you tonight for going ahead and changing it, even though it's not as much as I would have hoped for, but it is a start. $20 is a tank of gas for somebody who's working and trying to get to work. One thing that I'd like to say is, for being a student who was not on the student council, I did not know where to start to try to approach the board. I had to try to figure out, we had to try to figure out as a group where to go to try to be involved with this. The one thing that I did not know was happening is I kept asking administration and things like that when the next parking pass meeting would be, what's the next step, what can I do? And I did not know of the discussion with the student board and the school board itself about when the actual discussion would be for the lowering of it. And I wasn't exactly sure where to go for it. And I just would like to make a comment in saying that I'm grateful for what happened, but I would like for other students in the future who would like to voice their opinion, which I'm very glad that you can with the school board. That makes me very happy. But I'd like further students in the future to be able to get away to be more involved with the school board. Now I understand there is a student council, but for students who see an issue and would like to do something about it that aren't necessarily on the student council, to be a little bit more easy for them to actually be involved with their community and with the school board. That's all, and thank you.
Thank you, and I'm glad you came the last time, and I'm glad you came tonight to see it pass. And I hope you take away that you can make a difference and you can come and, would you change policies and you look at what the community and the students say? Seeing no more visitors, I move for the adoption of resolution 250 for adjournment. All those in favor, please say